Alright guys, what's up? MR.TwoSix checking in. Have Mrs.TwoSix here. We're gonna go over the Cao Cao or Cao Cao wing Gundam, and since Miss.TwoSix put it together, this is gonna be like a little interview because I'm gonna have to get the answers out of her until she warms up to doing these things. So anyways, let's just talk about how this suit looks. So it looks pretty cool. As far as any of the other of this style of Gunpla, I think this is the better looking one, and what helps is honestly the black and the blue and silver. The color combination is really nice. Most of the other ones I've seen are white and gold, and they're really like kind of gaudy and in your face, and this is more toned down, especially with the black. All right?
Yes, I agree. It is. It didn't need as much detail because of the black.
Right. And you know, Miss.TwoSix did a great job with the panel lining, and I think that's what brings out this kit big time, because I've seen other people post pictures of kits in this line, of Gunpla in this line, and they just look like really cheap toys, and the panel lining really helps this Gunpla stand out. Was it difficult for you to do the panel lining?
No, it was pretty easy. I mean, it was a lot, as you can see, especially in the wings or whatever you call them. It was a lot to do, but it was fun. I enjoyed focusing and concentrating on that.
Yeah. And you also did the panel lining on the blue parts too,
yes,
right?
On the blue, and I added some on the black, but you can't really see them, but yeah, I did it anyways.
Yeah, and the black, it's really hard. That would have to be something with the maybe with a pencil, because the gray would show up on the black. But other than that, and you also did the gold part, right? The V fin?
Yes, I did the gold part. And also, you can't see it, but I added a little bit of silver on the helmet part, like it's like a little triangle looking thing.
Okay.
And diamond looking thing.
Okay. And how were the stickers?
The stickers were really easy to put on. Luckily, it was pretty much on the first step. It was put all the stickers together, because the only stickers it has is on the eyes and the
V fin, like the gold part.
Right, the gold part, and then the helmet, blue. The side, the little blue thing. Those were the only stickers that it had, and it basically got those done on the first step, and then it was just putting it together.
Okay. Okay. And then what weapons did it come with?
Those the blue swords, you could actually put them together as one, which it was shown at the beginning of the video, or you could have them separate, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what they look like, swords, but
yeah, I think they're swords. But yeah, so how long did this take you to put together, to do the whole thing?
I don't know, probably like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half or something.
Probably about 2 hours.
I remember I had some trouble with putting the body together, and it wouldn't snap in, because I think I had one of the parts in wrong at first.
Okay.
So that's what kind of like set me back, trying to figure out how to be able, like, for it to stick together and not come out.
Right.
Because it was coming out loose. So that's kind of what threw me off on time. Took me longer to do.
That and all the lines.
And the lines, yeah, the details that I added with all the lines that I added to it. I tried to do as much as possible, because I just enjoy doing that part. I am the crafty one, so that's what I do.
It took her as long, because I was building while she was building. She built this in the same time frame that it took me to build the guard armor from the Earth 3. So that's pretty much how long it took her. I mean, she did a really good job. It was pretty quick, and like I said, her panel lining looks good, and the kit needed it. The Gunpla needed it. Without the panel lines, it just doesn't look right. So overall, we're happy with the way the Cao Cao wing looks. And now, is this something that you would want to get more of, like that style, or no? You don't? Do you care for that style?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier and faster to build than the ones that you have built, which I haven't built any of those, so I can't really say whether I prefer this over that. But it was quick, easy, simple. I just like how it's so small, it looks cute and funny. So
but you like that, the samurai style, or would you mind building something that's more like a regular Gundam, just in a smaller or in a funky looking form?
No, I would like to build the regular Gundam as well. I mean, I think with the samurai, it has all that extra armor that also, when I was putting all the pieces together, some stuff kept falling apart, so like you had to put it back on once the arm was on, then I had to put the armor back on, which I think with doing the regular Gundam, I probably won't have as much, because you have more room to work with, more room to wiggle around.
Right.
Here everything was just pretty much like, everything's like so close together that the pieces come out. But yeah, I mean, I definitely would want to build the Gundam in that size.
Okay. Okay.
Because they're so cute. Look at them.
I'm telling you, Bandai, you need to come out with a 1/100 scale SD. People will buy it, especially with all the crazy Baby Yoda stuff going on right now. People will buy it. Make a 1/100 SD. Okay, that's enough of that. So now we're going to take a look at the articulation. Keep in mind that the SDs are very limited due to their size. So now we're going to take a look at the articulation in the head, and there's not much movement, mostly because of the armor in the helmet and in the head is just too bulky for this kid, so there's not much movement. At the shoulder, we're getting about 75 degrees of articulation, and keep in mind, and that's being limited by the armor, and also the fact that the arm of this SD in particular is just one piece. It's one curved piece, so there's no joint for the elbow. The armor on the forearm also limits the articulation there, and also keep in mind that when you move them a lot, parts start to loosen up and fall off. So that was a concern there. So at the waist, I mean, pretty good articulation there, left to right. Not bad at all. More than some. Back and forth, again, not bad articulation. More than some high grades, or a lot of high grades I've seen. The foot, or the leg, again, is limited, maybe 45 degrees, and again, it's just not a lot of space. The skirt in the front has very little movement back and forth, so that doesn't help your leg articulation. And also the let's take a look here at the kick. Can it kick? No, it can't. It's just starting to fall apart. I'm straightening them out. So overall, this is it's an okay kit. It's definitely good to jump in and get your feet wet with Gunpla. So it's good for that. But as far as anything else, I think it's pretty mediocre. Do you have any closing thoughts on this?
No, I mean, pretty much the same thing that you just said. Like, it doesn't do much. You can't move it around too much, because then again it'll fall apart, as you saw while you were trying to move the feet and even the arms. And yeah.
Alright guys, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Up on the docket next, I'm building the R3. Mrs.TwoSix is finally going to build her China guy. So we're gonna see how all this comes together. So stay tuned, and until next time, peace.